Welcome to another edition of On the Radar. It's your boy Chubbz. I'm here with two beautiful, dope individuals from North Carolina putting it down. Miss Nia Wells and Miss Asha Avenue. What's up? How you guys doing today?
Good.
Chilling?
Yeah.
You came all the way from Greensboro.
I did.
I appreciate that so much.
It's okay. I like driving.
And for people that don't know you, all I'm have to say is you have 2 tracks on your SoundCloud, and they both equal 1 million. So you're flexed up. Don't you hear at you?
Yeah.
You hear at your job?
No, yeah, her songs play at my job.
Okay.
Yeah, it
on
is
the lowest of
popping.
keys.
It's very low key to come on. That shit's a bop though. Like,
she didn't even know.
And for people that don't know who you are, you just dropped a shot. I don't want to put you in a box. I don't like people putting me in a box.
No,
Are you a stylist? You're just. I don't want to say you're just Asha, but you are just Asha.
Yeah, I know. I get that. Like, people are like, what do you do?
Enigma.
No, but yeah, I mean, I was in New York. I was assisting stylist. I wouldn't like fully give myself a stylist title.
Okay.
Because I mean, I could do it, but it's also just like a lot of work. You know what I mean? It's not like I wanted to do it, then like I got my foot in the door to do it, and I was like, I don't want to do this at all. It's so much bullshit that goes into it, and then
behind the scenes shit.
Yeah, behind the scenes shit. And I was just, you know, how you have to have like the intern, then I worked my way up to like assistant, but then like, yeah, I want to design, but you gotta like start from the bottom. So that's why I did the t-shirt, because I didn't want to go all the way like high fashion, because it's so much bread involved in like manufacturing with that. So I was like, let me just do this like t-shirt, let me do a wholesale, get it real quick, drop it, see if people fuck with it, and that's where I'm gonna start.
And the t-shirt that you're talking about, just the Quavo on Ice, shout out to Head Graphics.
Oh yeah, my boy.
That's another interview for another day.
Yeah.
But no, he designed it, and you hit a home run with that.
Yeah.
Quavo on Ice is going crazy. Like the reception that you've been getting from it, how's it making you feel?
It's made me feel really good, because also like we dropped it like in March, like March 7th to be exact. The whole month it did not sell at all.
The first month?
No, the entire month of March, and then the end of and then half of April it did not sell. We had like one t-shirt. I was like, I fucked up. Yo, I had like 99 shirts sitting in my house. My mom was like, all these boxes. I'm like, just give me a minute. Like I'm literally like in like my anxiety. Like I'm like, so I'm like, yo, and me and Rashad are like checking like, you know, the orders and you know everything, and it's like nothing. I'm like, because it was $40, and Rashad was like, maybe it's the price. I'm like, okay, maybe it's the price. So then like we hit the 25. We like dropped it all the way down to 25, and it still wasn't. I was like, all right, we're gonna have to flex up with these fake ass influencers on the gram and have to hit some of them up, and you know what I mean. And that's what we did. And some of them kept it real. Some of them, you know, didn't reply. But then like the ones that did were like, you know, it helped out a lot. They were the real ones.
Who was shorty that had the Supreme tempos on with it? Like the people in Fucci.
Fucci, yeah, Theron, yeah. I met him at Wolf Creek and threw him the t-shirt, and you know he's a big time stylist.
He's from North Carolina?
Yeah, he's from like Goldsboro or something. Like he's from around here. He's from like all parts of North Carolina. Yeah. So he's from here doing like the biggest of shit ever. Like.
So how did you guys meet?
Me and Nia?
Yeah.
Did we do
Finding Forever? Yeah, AC.
That was just the first time?
Yeah.
And Finding Forever, I'm mad at AC. I'll try to look at it the other day. That shit.
Yeah, it's not.
I typed it on video and say you need a password.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still on.
We're gonna have some B-roll of this motherfucker showing, because Ace is thank you, he's gonna give me some. But yo, that video was fire. That was your first time ever making up?
First time. I thought she was gonna be a bitch. I was so scared.
And then she totally not turned out to be a bitch.
Yeah, I mean she was, but it was but it was awesome. I loved it.
That's the thing, like I went to elementary school with Asha. Like,
really?
And the fact you said Fucci, he lived in Greensboro.
Yeah, he talked shit about Greensboro. He was like, everybody's wearing rainbows and they're pasta shirts. Like,
it was like that.
So bad. Yeah, but we're still kind of there though.
There now? It's a college town.
Yeah.
So you're from Greensboro?
I'm from a smaller town. It's Rockingham, like Richmond County,
I've heard
where the racetrack is.
Rockingham. You don't have an accent?
No, I mean, because I don't know.
He's like, thank God.
Thank God. Yeah, that's my hometown, but Greensboro's been like.
Is that where Mima's from?
Nana?
Yeah, Nana.
Oh, yeah, Nana's from Rockingham.
Nana's dope.
She from the hood. She carried a gun on her.
It's like hood country. Yeah, hood country.
Her grandma looks 37. And this is no flex.
She does. Hi, Nana.
Shout out Nana, the fact she might watch.
She's good. Definitely
her Instagram name. She followed me.
Please,
oh no, she's on the gram and you didn't tell me.
Can I say the username?
Oh please.
What's her username?
I can say.
Go ahead.
Wait in the exhale.
This is
Naya's grandma. That's the sauce that she's from.
Oh
this
my
is
God.
everything I could have asked her from your grandma. This is everything I could have
I try to hide them. They literally follow follow everybody they get their hands on.
First of all, have you seen her mom? Naya's mom has a teardrop tattoo because she was a Lil Wayne fan, like a hardcore Lil Wayne fan. Her mom is gorgeous. Like when I say that bitch, like she has a fucking teardrop tattoo, and she's like head of something at the bank. She's like corporate too. Like
so your sauce, like when I first seen you, you had sauce. Like I could tell, and your upbringing, like. Rockingham, it was lit in Rockingham.
Country hood women, you know, with a mix of some cosplay.
Yo, I freaking love it. So, like, what made you take this singing thing seriously? Like,
it's just something I've always done. You just sing in the church.
Respect.
Always singing in school. The teachers are very supportive. They always like supply new.
Your voice is butter. When did you knew your voice was more buttery than the other people? Like other people are margarine. Like your voice is butter.
I actually didn't feel that way growing up. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
When did you realize it? You gotta know
recently,
it now.
but you still have those days though. You're just like,
Respect.
I really would rather not hear anything today of mine.
Okay. Respect.
But yeah. But
real artistry.
I guess so.
So when y'all did the Find It Forever video, like that was like your first time meeting. It was literally like, okay, we heard the song and we just
seriously.
Yeah. It was our first time meeting. We had to go back and we go back.
We went twice. Twice.
Yeah.
Who shot that?
Carter.
Oh, I
Carter
love Carter.
Paul. It's still on his video, I think.
You and Joe be
like when I say we have like in my notes it's like lists and stacks of like ideas like and it's a lot of and it's like you know we can execute them but a lot of it's also like a money thing.
Yeah, but that's so good. No,
thank you, Joe, for what you giving me for. I appreciate you. Yo, it is though like that bread. Like,
it's money.
That's the struggle.
And you gotta find out the people who are gonna do it, who don't want compensation, who just want to have it in their portfolio, be a part of it. And it's hard to find when everybody's so sporadic and everybody's like working and here and there. But man, we're gonna get it right. Let me tell you, we got like fire shit.
Money.
Yeah, so we're trying to find like backers, investors, shit like that. Like, cause I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of like
we're giving away game.
Yeah,
I'm with it, right. Everything you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, you understand.
We're talking though.
Joe,
yeah.
But everything you said, I just had a crazy idea.
No, let us know. Let me know. You know,
we're gonna chat.
Yeah, well,
we're gonna chat.
Cause we got.
But head graphics as a person, like he's dope. Yeah. He was in the cut and I was seeing before when Vaughn was popping. He was like, "Yo, you doing your show?" Like, no, you're funny too. How he really changed the game with just fake editing, like not even fake editing.
Yeah.
Like it's bullshit to him. Like niggas, he was getting millions of views off him. Just
and it was easy. It was easy when people are
like, what did he start off doing?
Like Vine.
Have you seen the? Well, he's always been shooting videos.
I've seen him around like since. I don't know, I graduated, but I never knew who he was. I've always heard
everybody knows about him or heard his name. Everybody was like, ooh, head graphics, oh yeah, I've kind of heard of him. Yeah,
he's definitely out here working. Nah, but like he's been doing things, videos, photographers, photos, videos, editing. He did the Quavo T.
Really? Yeah. I know
he shot one of Ace's first videos. Like
okay, so he's been around active.
He's like all around. He's like all around with like the graphics and like the film and all the shit.
He's like,
digital Diddy.
Digital Diddy.
Wow,
he's going to love that shit.
He's digital Diddy, bro.
Diddy.
And this is not a
wow.
Ace. Just that power. We're the Power Rangers.
I love that.
We're gonna you, Ace, head graphics.
Yeah.
We're the Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Naya, what Power Ranger are you?
I'm the yellow one.
You didn't want to accept the role of pink.
I didn't, but I was like, okay. No,
he was like,
be the yellow. Be the yellow.
We could just keep confuse them.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't expect you to be the pink one. You just take your helmet off and
you know what I mean?
Bitch, I'm pink.
Shit, I could be the black one, and you never know. I could pop out. You know, I could be the black Power Ranger.
Pink or yellow. I got you.
I'll take pink though.
Ratchet Royalty.
Yes.
Talk to me about it.
Ratchet Royalty is me and Rashad. It was an inside joke at first. First of all, I'm gonna let you know, me and Rashad are both ratchet. Him more than me, because this nigga definitely has a chest tattoo that says bad one going across his chest. If you haven't seen Rashad with his shirt off, you should. Maybe see that. Yeah, but he, so it's just about shit. Like, that's one of my best friends, and we just like send each other ratchet shit and like do just stupid stuff. And like, we decided to come up with like our Instagram account, like where it's like a collective of shit and like all of our concepts and like it's kind of like a mood. It's a mood board right now on Instagram, but eventually we're gonna start shooting our own content or whatever, and we're gonna put it on there. And then like we dropped the Quavo T, we dropped it on there too or whatever. Like any projects that any of us have, we'll drop it on there. So like even if y'all have anything that y'all want, it'll be like kind of like a platform to do that. You know what I mean?
No, I'm
and if you go to the page, it's like all that. The whole page is kind of anything we feel, what we kind of are going for, like that, like Friday, Felicia, Feel, Aaliyah, a bunch of little.
The way, and it's hard to describe because it's visual. You can see it when you look. When I scroll down your Insta, It's that like when we were 2000. It's between like 1999,
right?
2004.
Yes,
Baby
right there.
Fat,
My favorite era.
Galore,
it gives you a way to
B2K,
yeah.
braids, all that type.
It's like everything that Black culture represents, and our rule is we don't post white people. Like that's our rule.
What is the culture?
Sorry.
What is the culture? And when people say we do it for tell them.
The culture is literally we say Black culture. People just hold up on the Black because we try not to make y'all feel any kind of way. And like how he felt, he was kind of like, oh, Black. See, people like to do that, but it's really like stuff like Black people know about. Like you know how we all had the same bedspread back in the day. Like our mom yelled about the dishes. That's like the culture.
You would never understand.
Right, exactly. People would understand. And when we say do it for the culture, it's Black culture. You know what I mean? I think some people leave out the Black culture sometimes to prevent having this whole conversation around white people about why is Black culture and why we're so tight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because like
lit. They love our swag.
No, yeah, our swag. Because like if you look at it now, from like the late '90s to like early 2000s, all these white girls, all these celebrities are doing. I'm good. They're doing that swag. They have that swag. They're trying to do the big hoops, the velour. It's like you know, Vogue and like magazines will give them credit. It's like we've been doing that. We really like to do the whole thing. Why are y'all so angry? Why are y'all so mad? Anybody can wear anyone. We're not telling nobody they cannot wear it. Clearly we can't, you know, control you.
Yeah.
But it's like know where it comes from. Y'all
history.
Know your history.
But that can apply on all levels. Like that's so relative.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to be that person that looks at people like, yo, all right. They look at Chubbz and be like, yo, Chubbz, what's going on with this? And I can tell them.
Yeah, you can tell them.
Like, I'm
some
part
of them
of the culture.
you can tell some people, some of these celebrities' friends aren't looking out for them. Some of their teams aren't looking out for them. It's crazy because like it's very simple. Like appropriation is it's very simple. People like to make it seem like they don't know. White people like to make it seem like they don't get it.
But
they know. But it's very clear. You know what I mean?
They study just like we. I mean,
you know what's up. You don't know white people didn't think of this shit. Like I mean, that's very quick. If you know, it's just very it's clear. Very clear. You know what I mean? But that's what the culture is, you know what I mean? And you know, my favorite culture in time was that late 90s, early 2000s, where it was lit. We had Cena on BT, BT Uncut, you know what I mean? Like all that shit that I was not supposed to be watching, that we were not supposed to be watching and doing, that was like what I lived for. Till this day, like that's my whole movement.
I fucks with that early vibe too, and now that I'm getting older and understanding that's
you appreciate it.
That's a part of me. Like, oh, this is what I grew up on. But a lot I grew up on, and I fucks with you. That old school hip shit. Now I know Nana was so hip, like that Motown shit.
Yeah, Motown.
Are you really influenced from that?
Absolutely. I grew up watching like Temptations. Grew up watching like Five Heartbeats. I mean, Tina Turner. Like, what's love got to do with? Like, that's a classic.
Shout out Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
Shout
like,
out Martha Reeves.
All that.
You know what I'm saying? We here. Yo,
like Danny Ruffin, like Eddie, like Kendrick. I don't know. Just all those people like back then. In addition to like the rock. Like in the
I'm starting to get into the rock, but more like
you have to once you appreciate like the jazz and like the real soul, you start to appreciate the rock because you hear the elements in there.
Facts.
Like I really started to I'm obsessed with like Billy Joel now.
So good.
And his stuff is very soulful. And then he's like I don't know if he's like Italian, but he's from Brooklyn. He kind of has the swag that I'd be obsessed with. But then I mean he takes the chords from like jazz and like soul and like mixes it in with like aggression. And it's beautiful.
Uptown Girl's still a banger, honestly. It's still a banger.
I'm gonna get hit. Oh, this girl's an uptown boy.
No.
That's Journey.
No.
It's Journey. That's Journey.
Oh,
I know what you're talking
about.
Oh, that's Billy Joel though?
No. Journey's not Billy Joel, but Uptown, we're close. We're close.
It's in that same area.
That's
the thing. I'm starting to understand music like on some what the shit.
You have to study it, like,
and really listening because that's the shit with the old school shit I fuck with. You can listen to a song like from the Temptations or somebody, and you know what they're talking about. Heartbreak. This is what it is. It's what broke my heart.
Yeah.
Now it's just I drink lean, I sip lean,
Yeah.
and it's cool and it sounds cool, but it's like it's not making it better.
It's not. I mean, it's like what kind of life do you live in to even like to project that? I think that's what I admire. They actually lived life back then. Like they left home and like went through shit, and they had no choice but to like write and sing and make music because if you didn't, you'd be out on your ass because you left where you came from. You know, so it was true. Everything was real. Everything was real. Everything they did was like passionate. It was full of lust and like anger and just and I feel like we're kind of getting there now because shit is just getting so real.
It is.
You know, and I think like the age of illusion is kind of over. So you have to be real about.
You can't bull like these young niggas. You can't bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
you
it's
can't.
straight up. It's straight to the
You
point.
either are or you're not, and a lot of people walking around, scared or like complaining about what's going on. I'm just like, you'll know it when you see it, and
Facts.
You're not gonna rush it. Like that's why I only have 2 tracks up there because I'm gonna wait until I have like quality to put up there. When it's time.
And that's what I was just about to ask. So you have been working, but
I've been working.
Solo music. The question: what the answer is when it's time.
When it's time, yeah. I've been working. I'm not sitting still, that's for sure. But you have stuff that you do, and you're like, I hate it, you know, or it's not time, or
you're living life. It's real.
Exactly, yeah. And I'm learning about myself at the moment, and I'm like adding it on and see what comes out, and if it sticks.
How you've been taking it serious? I said that show was like in 2015. You've been going hard. Like you made a sound. When you make SoundCloud?
I made SoundCloud like senior year of high school.
And what year was that?
That was like 2013.
All right, bet. So 2013 to now, where you at now? Could you imagine? Are you know what I'm saying? Is it like
I feel like I have.
You wasn't aiming for where you
I have more
now.
direction now. I think then I had all these tracks I have been working on since I was 15. I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna post them up there. Fuck it, because I don't really know what else to do with it, and I don't know what I'm doing right now because I have no hope, and I'm about to go to college. So, and then when the manager ended up from like of Jarreau, which is the first track that I have, his manager hit me up from listening to those like trash ass tracks, and was like, hey, can you do this real quick? And I did it, and then it actually made some movement, but I still didn't take it, you know, serious. Although it's on like BBC and like Jarreau Science Selection, which is
you
cool.
did get a BBC drop.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
That's dope.
I didn't really know. I mean,
flex, super
we don't know what
flex.
else to do afterwards, but that's why I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing, like writing, having your meetings and planning things, because when something hits and sticks, you have like you can be consistent with it.
And it takes time, like you said. Like
I had no idea. I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do it, and it is what it is. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. So thank you, and yeah, and I had like people that helped me on the way, just trying to help me like, you know, conceal my vision and writing wise and shit like that, mood boards, like what she's been doing basically. So.
Are you a female hip hop fan?
Female hip hop fan? What do you mean? Like who?
Like
Nicki Minaj type, like.
This is the question. Female hip hop right now, like I like Cardi. I like No Name. I love No Name.
I haven't listened to No Name.
She's real chill. She's real chill. She's poetic, very poetic and organic. I like it.
I gotta listen. Cause I seen your poll and I voted, and I was gonna.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Cardi, but then I also wanted to, I didn't hear No Name, but then I also wanted to vote for Rico, cause I fuck with Rico. She's very fire. Rico Nasty, super cool.
See?
It's really.
It's like they call her like the female Yachty. She's like.
But she's not though. She's her own swag though. She's a DMV girl. Like she's colorful.
Yeah.
And DMV girls are colorful.
They are very colorful.
What about that girl? What's her name? Asia or something. She's
Asian
real tall.
doll. Is it Asian doll?
She's like real tall. She's signed to, I don't know, like 300, I think. Or like she's with, I don't know, but she's beautiful and I thought she was cute. So then I found out about her. She's pretty cool. I don't know her last name. But no, female hip hop I'm not too much hip with, but y'all can continue.
I mean,
y'all know, so connect real quick.
And then from you being a female artist, it sounds like that you like, I want to enjoy some female hip hop.
Yeah.
There isn't.
Naya's like in her own lane. When she says like Temptation, stuff like that, that's her whole thing.
Like,
she listens to that.
Listen to Telephone. You'll fuck with 20. You'll fuck with Telephone.
No Name? Mm-hmm. I've listened to that whole thing. That's what I'm saying. She's real chill, like Raven Lene. She's like in the Chicago-based thing. Like she's really dope, but I don't know, I've kind of been like in a time machine right now just because I've been listening to so much growing up and I didn't really realize what stuck with me. So now I'm just kind of going back and like studying what I like.
Do you find it hard now, like learning new shit, like because you got so much in the bank? I feel like that too.
I'm excited right now because I'm like, oh man, I forgot I used to listen to Kylie Minogue. Oh my gosh, Roisin Murphy, she was with Moloko, which is like a Swedish band. You know, like you see yourself being attracted to like European styles and you don't realize why you weren't clicking with certain people growing up because I forgot about it all. I kind of tossed it, but now I'm like going back into my little archives and I'm like, wow. Okay.
Us three, we're finding ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think we're almost there.
Yeah.
Like what Drake said, I really think like I'm who I'm becoming.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like you gotta like go back to like the archives. You gotta go back to like shit you did in like elementary school and middle school, and then like to now. And I realized that I've just been a cunt my whole life because I know some shit I've done like at Woodburn. I know some shit I did in middle school and high school, and I've said I could tell by my Facebook statuses that I was just a cunt.
Yes.
Like when Facebook brings up those memories, I'm like, no one stopped me. From saying
you did.
This person.
I remember you were at Garden.
That's me. And I was like,
you had the.
I had my lip piercing. I had like yeah. And then like that's like a emo whatever scene phase I went through as a black girl. You know what I mean? And it's cool because how many black girls went through that shit? Like I was very like I wouldn't say like completely gothic. I wore a lot of black graphic tees, you know, Vans and stuff like that. I wore like Vans in like middle school, and you know now it's like hood niggas wearing Vans and shit. So it's like all that's coming like full circle type thing. You know what I mean? So it's like I kind of like. I kind of like knew who I was, but now it's kind of like it's like now I can see like fully. Yeah, you can fully
and
versus
you see the flaws and you're like, fuck it, like, this is what I like.
She didn't just wake up yesterday and be like, oh, I want to rock this. Like, it's always been a part of her life. So she's just pulling it back out.
I had this jersey when I was a little kid.
I know, because didn't you wear that yearbook picture for Wilburn with the headband or some shit? Y'all, Chubbz' yearbook picture from the either elementary or middle school. He wore a jersey with a headband. They let him do that.
Really?
They had to
I think I probably just snuck it in real quick.
He might have snuck it on
Take
there.
the shit real quick. Take it.
I gotta
The fact
see
that the
this.
camera guy was like, let that slide.
Okay, so you're gonna have to put the picture, find the picture,
Yeah, you have to
like
put the
put it
picture.
in.
Put it up. Oh, no.
I am.
Fire.
Wrap it up then. I love this conversation and how it was. I like how it was just going, but I don't want to rant. This conversation was good, and I want people to want more.
True.
They know we're hit. The last question.
Yeah.
What is the most common misconception about black females?
Ooh. I was just talking to Asha.
We always
Asha
talk
about this
this.
earlier. So I asked this guy what he thought about black women, and he said they're not. I don't know if I want to say that, but okay.
If it's negative, you don't got to say
It's not negative, but he was just saying that they're not like submissive or anything of that sort. Like they're very, they're not submissive and they're very, I don't know, demanding, but in the worst ways. But I don't think that's true, and I say that because I feel like being submissive like equates to like vulnerability.
Fact.
And I feel like black women are very vulnerable.
They are.
Yeah.
I am. Like I'm literally a walking, I don't know, something that can be like harmed easily, whatever that word is, for the lack of a better word. But yeah, like I'm very open and vulnerable and willing to try new things. Like I mean, I'm not in a box, and I think we're put in there forcefully. You know, so. I hope
What about
answered
you?
your question.
No, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think a lot of people put black women in a box too. Like and you know it's the same old bullshit, loud, rude, like like blah 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 blah, like all like it's the same box that the same niggas on Twitter be tweeting that they don't like black women and they like this type of. That's the same. It's the same thing. It's that same box that people have been putting us for years, like since maybe past the 90s. Like and it's like that shit's so played out. Like look at me, look at Naya, look at all these other women, look at SZA, look at Solange, like look at people. Like it's like black women are so versatile. It's layers.
You guys are strong. I think you guys are so strong that it's just if you're not strong or confident in yourself, you just gonna be scared of
Yeah.
Absolutely. And being an American black, like being like an American, you know, and add that layer on.
I ain't know. White
you know what I'm
bitches.
saying? Like you have
White
access.
bitches is evil. I ain't know. Not to say that.
Hey.
Some white bitches.
I mean,
Yeah.
black women can be too, but I feel like but the natural instinct is to be loving, caring, nurturing, and have so many layers. I mean, we're exposed to so much. So it's not. I mean, it's way more than what what's been shown through the media.
Don't put them in a box.
Yeah, and then people always like to say like, oh, you're ratchet, you're this. That's why also the ratchet royalty it shows you like a different side of ratchet, not just necessarily like
more clean.
It's like very cool. Ratchet can be cool, and then depending on how you
money
say
to
it,
be ratchet.
it can be a very degrading term. It's two sides to shit. Like people can be ghetto, then you can also be like ghetto fat. It just depends. Like
does that embody us in North Carolina?
I feel like
absolutely.
In the fact that we're so country,
I still listen to like DMX.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? Bone. What is this? I don't know. Like I mean, just really like
Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Like I was literally riding from my hometown listening to that hard ass like rap music. Like
I was tweeting about P. Pablo yesterday. You know what I mean? Like we got some slight culture here. We got some slight.
We gonna turn up.
Like
we got people like Asha and people like Naya, and then we
got Chubbz.
I appreciate you guys. Appreciate this conversation. This shit was fire.
This was fun.
I had to jump. About to go shoot another one. Thank you.
Hey.
Love ya.
On the radar.
Love ya.
Hi, I'm Naya Wells.
And I'm Asha.
And we're on
The Radar
with Chubbz.